Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Man United star close to agreeing a transfer away, despite the club now being keen to keep him. Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho is reportedly close to agreeing personal terms with Paris Saint-Germain, who will next look to hold talks with the Red Devils later this week, according to the Daily Briefing. Sancho spent the second half of last season on loan at Borussia Dortmund and looked back to his best in his second spell in German football, helping Dortmund reach the Champions League final. It seems Sancho is now firmly on the radar of PSG, who have held talks with the players' representatives and who will hope to negotiate with Man United next, though it could end up costing them as much as 50 to 60 million euros. The Daily Briefing report that United are now open to keeping Sancho, citing Erik ten Hag's public comments about the England international, whom he's praised as a fine player. The Daily Briefing's report claims that PSG boss Luis Enrique is personally pushing for Sancho as a replacement for Kylian Mbappé on the left-hand side of his attack. Of course, Sancho is not the same category as Mbappé, but on his day he can be another dangerous option in attack, combining pace, skill, and a goal threat from out wide, whilst also being able to drift centrally or play on the right flank as well. PSG won't easily find anyone else who can replace Mbappe either, so it could end up being a smart move for them to try for someone like Sancho if he is available for the right price. The Daily Briefing claimed that the Ligue 1 Giants will try an opening offer of 40 million euros for the 24-year-old, but that almost certainly won't be enough, so it will be interesting to see if an agreement can be reached or if they move on to other targets. PSG interested in another potential Manchester United transfer raid alongside Jadon Sancho. Paris Saint-Germain are reportedly interested in Manchester United midfielder Bruno Fernandes as well as his Red Devils teammate Jadon Sancho. According to L'Equipe, PSG also have an interest in Fernandes, and it will certainly be interesting to see if the Portugal international ends up being a realistic target for the League One giants. One imagine United would be eager to keep Fernandes far more so than Sancho, but every player has his price, and the former Sporting Lisbon man is not getting any younger as he will turn 30 next season. Speaking exclusively to Cow side about Fernandes earlier this summer, transfer news expert Fabrizio Romano admitted that he could be one to watch. He said the following: the situation with Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United remains absolutely open in terms of contract talks. Man United are very happy with Fernandes, as they told his agent a few weeks ago in an initial meeting to discuss the situation. Fernandes remains focused and committed to Manchester United. It's true that his agent had some meetings with top clubs around Europe a few weeks ago to look at potential opportunities, but at the same time, Fernandes remains absolutely committed to United at the moment. A new deal is a possibility in case Bruno decides to stay at the club. This could be an option in the next months, but it's not something guaranteed or already being completed now. It's still on standby. Still, this will be one to watch in the next weeks to understand the future of Fernandes at Manchester United, either with contract talks or if a club will arrive with a proposal. PSG lost Kylian Mbappé this summer, but top signings like Sancho and Fernandes could really help manager Luis Enrique rebuild the side. Man United make transfer decision regarding 27-year-old Erik ten Hag likes him. Manchester United signed Sofiane Amrabat on loan from the Italian club Fiorentina last summer. The Moroccan international had an exceptional World Cup campaign in Qatar, and that prompted the Red Devils to sign the player. However, the 27-year-old failed to live up to the expectations at Old Trafford last year, and Manchester United are uninterested in triggering the option in his contract. The Red Devils have the option to sign him permanently for a fee of around 20 million euros. However, they will not pay that kind of money for the Moroccan, and they are looking to discuss new terms. According to Fabrizio Romano, they have already informed the Italian club of their decision. It appears that the Red Devils want to keep the player at the club, and Erik Ten Hag likes him, but they want to do so for a knockdown price. It will be interesting to see if Fiorentina are willing to lower their demands and let the 27-year-old move on. Manchester United need quality and depth in the middle of the park, and the 27-year-old could be a useful option for them. After a season in the Premier League, Amrabat will have surely had some time to adapt to English football, and he will be determined to make his mark next year. Manchester United need a deeper squad in order to do well in multiple competitions, and someone like Amrabat would be a handy option to have for the right price. Meanwhile, other European clubs are keen on signing the 27-year-old Moroccan international as well, and it will be interesting to see where he ends up. Fiorentina will certainly hope to sell him to the highest bidder this summer and recoup as much as possible. Amrabat does not have a future at the Serie A club, and he will want to move on as well. Euro Giants waiting on Man United offer for a 25-goal contribution attacker Erik Ten Hag wants to sign. Manchester United are looking to improve their attacking unit this summer, and Xavi Simons is an option for them. The 21-year-old Netherlands international was on loan at RB Leipzig this past season, and he was outstanding, scoring 10 goals and having 15 assists for the German club. He has now returned to his parent club Paris Saint-Germain, but the player could be on the move once again. According to Spanish publication Sport, PSG are waiting for an offer from Old Trafford, and the Red Devils could offer around 100 million euros for him. It will be interesting to see if they can secure an agreement with PSG in the coming weeks. Erik Ten Hag wants Simmons at Manchester United, and Ruud van Nistelrooy is working to entice the talented young attacker to join Manchester United. The Red Devils wants to compete for major trophies in the upcoming season, and they are looking to plug the gaps in their squad. Signing the 21-year-old could prove to be a wise decision. He will add goals and creativity to the side in the final third. In addition to that, he is versatile enough to operate on both flanks as well as the central attacking midfielder. His versatility will be an added bonus for the Red Devils if they manage to sign him. Players like Jadon Sancho and Anthony are likely to be sold this summer. Manchester United need to replace them adequately, and someone like Simmons would be a quality option to have. The 21-year-old is likely to improve with coaching and experience, and he could develop into a key player for the Red Devils. It remains to be seen whether Manchester United come forward with the 100 million euros proposal for the player. The 21-year-old is a prodigious talent for the bright future, and he could end up justifying the investment in the coming seasons. Man United add a new option to midfielder search as big name available for just 20 million euros transfer fee. Manchester United have added Monaco midfielder Yusuf Fofana to their list of potential midfield transfer targets this summer if they fail to reach an agreement with Paris Saint-Germain over Manuel Ugarte. Sources close to the situation have informed Scout Offside that Man United now plan to check on Fofana's situation as they look for a cheaper option on the market, with the Frenchman understood to be available for as little as 20 million euros. Fofana impressed in League One last season and looks like he could be a good fit for a number of other top clubs, particularly United, as they need a new midfielder this summer to come in as an upgrade on the aging Casemiro, while Sofyan Amrabat's future looks uncertain after his loan spell at Old Trafford. The Red Devils had been prioritizing a move for Ugarte, but it looks like Fofana could be more affordable, and Scout Offside understands AC Milan's pursuit of the player has also gone cold, which could allow other clubs back into the race. Milan had an offer of 12 million euros for Fofana turned down by Monaco, and it will take something in the region of 18 to 20 million euros to convince them to sell. Even if that's a bit pricey for Milan, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for United, so it will be interesting to see if they match that price to try and get a deal done quickly, or if they still try to negotiate it down slightly. It may also be that Ugarte will remain the priority, but it makes sense that the club are also exploring alternatives, with Fofana known to be on the market this summer, as Monaco are under financial pressure to sell big names almost every summer. Fofana looks like he could also benefit from a new challenge, and it would be exciting to see if he could take his game to the next level in the Premier League. Talks continue as Man United keep trying to reach agreement over potential 50 million euros transfer. Negotiations are reportedly set to continue between Manchester United and Bayern Munich over a potential transfer deal for Dutch defender Matthias de Ligt. The Red Devils recently signed Lenny Yoro from Lille to come in at centre back, raising some questions about whether or not they'd still go for someone like de Ligt as well. Still, it seems Man United are still pursuing de Ligt, with the Netherlands international available, but only for a fairly steep price of around 50 million euros, plus potential further add-ons on top of that. Falk says United have failed with an initial offer of 35 million euros for De Ligt, but interestingly, it also seems that Bayern are under pressure to sell some players this summer before they can make signings, so Man United could use that to their advantage in negotiations. It will be interesting to see if some kind of compromise can be reached, but United fans will surely hope that they can see Erik ten Hag's side lining up with both De Ligt and Yoro in central defense next season. Those would be two hugely important signings for United, who lost Lisandro Martinez to injury for much of the 23-24 campaign, and who will surely want an upgrade on the likes of Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof in that area of the pitch. De Ligt may not quite have shown his best form in a Bayern shirt, but he's previously looked like a player with enormous potential, having made the breakthrough at Ajax a few years ago when Ten Hag was still manager there. It could be that being reunited with Ten Hag at Old Trafford is just what De Ligt needs to get back to his best for this next important stage of his career. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.